Hello everyone! Welcome to Carpentry Works.
Ready? Let's begin.
Hello everyone! This is Richard C. Intano and welcome to Carpentry Works. In the previous video, we talked about identify the potential customers. This day, we will be talking about create new business ideas in carpentry by using various techniques. We have the learning outcome tree, which is create new business ideas in the carpentry or any business by using various techniques. We have the soft competencies. First one we have, explore ways of generating business idea from one's own characteristics or attributes. Second, generate business ideas using product innovation from irritants, trends, and emerging needs. Third, we have generate business ideas using Serendipity walk. And we have the code below for this lesson. Business ideas. Starting a business is one of the best decisions that you can take. But on the other hand, if you don't start the right business for you, then you are likely going to get frustrated and lose your investment. The process of developing and generating a business ideas is not a simple process. Some people come up with a bunch of business ideas that are not really reliable or feasible. These are two problems that arise. First is the excessive generation of ideas that can forever remain as dreaming stage. And the second is when they do not have ideas and don't want to become entrepreneurs. The 10 great ways to generate business ideas. We have the first one, you start with your family. Tapping your family for great business ideas may seem not like an obvious first step. Sure, you'll hit them up for cash once you have developed your idea. Get a little help from your friends. This is a reason enough to listen to ideas others may have. The important lesson is to keep your antenna up at all times so you can retrieve good ideas when you stumble across them. Rice insists that you can make money recognizing someone else's idea than creating one yourself. Look at all things that bug you or bothered you or may have gives you problems. So look for it and solve the problem. Next is you have to tap your interest. By tapping your interest, you will be able to do what is the best for you and for your business. As a hands-on businessman or woman. So you have to tap your interests or your skills. Travel. Traveling opens your eyes to a plethora of potential business ideas. So you have to travel to explore more ideas and to benchmark more. Keep your eyes open. When you see something that piques your interest, well, ask yourself, what is it about the situation that's very special? Then narrow your focus so you home in on the idea. So keep your eyes open. Examine the old mousetraps, then build a better one. So if your product doesn't meet your own high standards, then create a better one. Next we have take it to the streets. Great ideas can often be found by just browsing happening to the inner city or neighborhoods in virtually in any big city in the Philippines or outside boundaries. Sleep on it. Many people ignore their dreams and some don't remember them at all. But sometimes it pays to listen to those inner messages no matter how strange or unintelligible they are. You never know, you might just find the germ of a great idea. So you have to sleep on it. Go online. Make it a point to check out various sites daily. It may trigger an idea or concept you never thought of. So go online. There are lots of ideas online. Just one click ahead. The process to generate business ideas. All individuals have some type of skills integrated into them. Some individuals can use them in the right way, and some of them will not. There will be differences among different entrepreneurs from the same branch. If you want to generate business ideas that will match your own personal skills, you must pass through the following simple process of generating those ideas. First one, we have analysis of your personal skills. Here, you must ask and answer several questions like what are the skills that you have? What skills are on the highest level and what skills are on the lowest possible level? And what is your educational level? What is your hobby? After you find all your skills, you must write them in descending order, from skills with the highest level to the lowest level skills. And that is analyze or analysis of your personal skills. Second, generate business ideas that match those skills. At this stage of the process, you must increase your entrepreneurial creativity. Like for example, I have already written about increasing creativity in 6 steps to increase creativity. Now, you can write the ideas close to your previously noted skills. Each ideas will be next to the skills that the idea will require from your side to be implemented. Select the business ideas that match your skills at the highest level. When you select business ideas, you must ensure that the ideas match your skills that have been at the highest possible level. After this process, it is better to have more business ideas because this is only the first step when you generate business ideas. Still, you must include market characteristics in the business ideas or in your business ideas. The problem and the target mate. But, as we noted before, this is the hub of your job in creating a good business idea. So we come now to the key concepts of selecting a business idea. You must select the most promising one among hundreds of ideas. It will be good to do things in stages. In the first stage, you screen your ideas to narrow them down to about few choices. And in the next stage, trim down the choices to 2 options. And in the next or the final stage, choose between the 2 and decide which business idea is worth pursuing. In increasing your business ideas, Examine each one in terms of the following guide questions. First, how much capital is needed to put up the business? Second, where should the business be located? Third, how big is the demand for the product? Do many people need this product and will continue to need it for a long time? Fourth, how is the demand made? Who are processing the products to meet the needs or competition or the demand? How much of the need is now being met in terms of supply? The fifth one, do you have the background and experiences needed to run this particular business? Sixth one, will the business be legal and not against any existing or foreseeable government regulation? The last one we have is the business in line with your interests and expertise. Your answers to these questions will be helpful in screening which ones among your many ideas are worth examining further and worth pursuing. This knowledge is covered through the 5 different sources of knowledge. First, we have the knowledge that you get from your home. Second, the knowledge that comes from your educational system. Third, your own intelligence. Fourth, your own experience. And the fifth one or the last one is your own or your hobby. Well, what is Serendipity Walk? Serendipity Walk is a process that we must try on to create or discover a good techno idea, since serendipity is the act of making a discovery by accident. In carpentry, serendipity often plays a part in the recognition of a new product or the product need or in solving a design problem. In generating a business idea, you should first identify the type of business suited to your business idea. And you should analyze and scan the potential environment, study the marketing practices and strategies of your competitors. Analyze strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in your environment just to ensure that the products or services you are planning to offer will be patronized and within easy reach of the target consumers. What is SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a strategic planning technique used to help a person or organization identify their strengths, their weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats related to business, competition, or project planning. Well, how to conduct the SWOT analysis? Well, you will have to be realistic about the strengths and weaknesses of your business when conducting SWOT analysis. Also, SWOT analysis should distinguish between where your business is today and where it can be in the future. Also, SWOT analysis should always be specific and avoid any gray ideas. Always apply SWOT analysis in relation to your competition, better than or worse than your competition. Keep your SWOT analysis short and simple. Avoid any complexity and over-analysis. And the last one, SWOT analysis is subjective. Well, that would be all for this day. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.